It starts innocently, almost imperceptibly. A Friday night after a long week, a chance to relax and let loose. A desire to unwind, to forget the stress, to feel good, to escape the daily grind. A glass of wine with dinner, a beer with friends, a celebratory cocktail, all seem so harmless. It seems harmless, even normal, a part of social rituals. Many people drink, and for most it's a pleasurable, socially acceptable activity, a way to bond. They control their intake, enjoying the taste and the social connection without consequence, savoring the moment. But for some, this seemingly innocuous act marks the beginning of a treacherous journey. The trap is insidious, hidden in plain sight. One drink becomes two, then three, and the line between moderation and excess blurs. The initial feeling of relaxation deepens, worries fade, confidence rises, and the world feels more manageable. The world seems a little brighter, a little easier to handle, and the allure grows stronger. But beneath the surface, a subtle shift occurs, unnoticed by many. The brain, flooded with dopamine, starts to associate alcohol with pleasure, with stress relief, with social confidence, creating a powerful connection. This is how the cycle begins, often unnoticed, slowly tightening its grip, leading some down a path they never intended to take. What was once a choice becomes a compulsion, a relentless urge that is hard to resist. The desire for alcohol intensifies, creeping into every corner of life, overshadowing other interests and priorities. The need for that initial buzz, for that feeling of escape, drives behavior, making it difficult to focus on anything else. The focus shifts from enjoyment to simply feeling normal, staving off the discomfort of withdrawal symptoms that become increasingly severe. The brain, now chemically dependent on alcohol, craves its presence, demanding relief from the anxiety, the tremors, the insomnia that surface in its absence. The cycle of dependency tightens its grip. Life begins to revolve around the next drink, with every waking moment consumed by thoughts of alcohol. Relationships suffer as isolation deepens, pushing loved ones away and creating a chasm that seems impossible to bridge. Work or school performance declines. Responsibilities are neglected and the consequences start to pile up. The once vibrant individual fades, replaced by a shadow tethered to the bottle, losing touch with who they once were. This is the reality of alcohol addiction, a chronic relapsing disease that hijacks the brain, affecting every aspect of a person's life, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Alcohol's impact extends far beyond just the mind. It wages a relentless war on the body. The liver, the body's primary filtration system, bears the brunt of the assault. Forced to process excessive amounts of alcohol, it becomes inflamed, scarred, and eventually, unable to function properly. This can lead to jaundice, internal bleeding, and even liver failure. But the damage doesn't stop there. Alcohol weakens the immune system, leaving the body vulnerable to infections. It wreaks havoc on the digestive system, increasing the risk of gastritis, pancreatitis, and various cancers. The cardiovascular system suffers too, with increased risk of high blood pressure, stroke, and heart disease. Alcohol systematically dismantles the body's defenses, leaving it susceptible to a host of physical ailments. Section 4. The mind in chains. Alcohol's impact on mental health. While the physical effects of alcohol are often readily apparent, the impact on mental health can be equally devastating, albeit less visible. The emotional and psychological toll can be profound, affecting every aspect of a person's life. Alcohol is a depressant, and while it may initially mask anxiety or lift mood, prolonged use exacerbates these problems. Over time, the temporary relief it provides gives way to deeper, more persistent issues. The brain, bathed in a constant flow of alcohol, struggles to maintain its chemical balance. This disruption affects neurotransmitters, leading to significant changes in mood and behavior. This imbalance manifests as increased anxiety, depression, irritability, and mood swings. These symptoms can become chronic, making it difficult for individuals to function in their daily lives. Chronic alcohol use can also lead to more serious mental health issues. Conditions such as severe depression, anxiety disorders, and even bipolar disorder can emerge or worsen. Cognitive function declines, memory becomes impaired, and decision-making skills deteriorate. This can lead to a cycle of poor choices that further entrench the individual in their struggles. Individuals may experience hallucinations, paranoia, or even psychosis. These severe symptoms can be frightening and disorienting, making it hard to distinguish reality from illusion. The once sharp mind becomes clouded, trapped in a cycle of addiction that feeds on and worsens existing mental health conditions. Breaking free from this cycle requires significant effort and support. Section 5. Reaching out, the first step to recovery. The journey to overcome alcohol addiction is rarely easy, but it is always possible. The first and often most difficult step is acknowledging the problem and making the decision to change. This requires tremendous courage and strength, as it means confronting the addiction head-on and accepting the need for help. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, it is a sign of incredible strength. Reaching out to a trusted friend, family member, doctor, or therapist can provide the initial support needed to begin the recovery process. These individuals can offer a listening ear, non-judgmental support, and guidance in navigating the often overwhelming path to sobriety. Section 6. A circle of strength. Finding support in unexpected places. Recovery from alcohol addiction is rarely a solitary journey. Support systems play a crucial role in providing encouragement, accountability, and a sense of community. Family and friends can offer love and understanding, creating a safe and supportive environment for healing. Support groups such as Alcoholics Anonymous provide a space for individuals to connect with others who understand the challenges of addiction and recovery. Sharing experiences, offering encouragement, and learning from one another's journeys can be incredibly empowering. Remember, you are not alone in this fight. There are people who care and want to help you regain control of your life. Section 7. A brighter tomorrow, life after addiction. Recovery is not about restriction. It's about rediscovering yourself and living a healthier, more fulfilling life. It's about reclaiming your physical and mental well-being, rebuilding relationships, and pursuing passions that were once sidelined by addiction. It's about waking up each day with a clear mind and a sense of purpose. The road to recovery may have its challenges, but with each path